Welcome everyone to this pre-recorded video. Unfortunately, after the live stream that we ended, I wasn't able to start another one. Wouldn't let me. It said it wasn't linked. Wouldn't let me log back in. Anyway, you will get your content, and we are pre-recorded for this Grand Prix. Solely, unfortunately, everyone can't watch us live, but they will be able to listen to our sweet tones after the Grand Prix. And we did have an exciting sprint, but surely this is going to be an ever better Grand Prix than that. The weather's looking a little cloudy, Lee. What does
I
that
noticed
mean?
that. Could rain be on the way?
Unfortunately, we are able to see any comments give me something a little bit strange. You can see on your screens it's a two-stop strategy for the soft tyres. And what tyres is everyone on? There's a bit of a mix between the softs and the mediums, Lee. Top three all on the mediums. Soft tyres.
Apex has been aggressive.
Yeah, and Big Weir is on the mediums, so a split in strategy for the Aston Martins. That's probably the best decision to make, actually, if you're next to each other on track.
Yeah, I would have to agree there, to be honest.
And just waiting for the drivers as we see the pit stop. So around lap 15 to 17, Lee, we're going to start seeing some pit stops. As I said, Darth and Vader made up a huge amount of places from the sprint. But we'll just have to wait and see. Lucas A. Germany and James have got it all to do. I think there might have been an error there, Lee, with Lucas A. Germany and James there, maybe?
Oh, I have no idea. Sorry, I was just sneezing for like half of that whole lap there. Oh,
Got some allergies.
my God, it feels like my eyeballs are just getting ready to pop out my skull. But as we're getting ready for this race to begin.
So, there is a bit of mist in the air, Lee. Does that mean we're going to have some rain? We can't have anyone tell us. Unless Lee looks in the Discord, we won't have any idea unless someone does say, potentially, maybe not. But it's a bit too late for people to tell us now, as we are all forming up on the grid, just waiting for the Alfa Romeo of James in the background there. So, just waiting for him, and now we are all set for this Grand Prix. We've got 5 red lights. That was a long pause, and we're away for Monday's Limitless Ones Austrian Grand Prix. And Veloce has got a good start. Stinos is going to look on the inside, potentially into turn 1. Does cut him off there a little bit. I'm not sure if there was contact between the two of them there. Almost looked like there was, but maybe got away just unscathed as the Red Bull of Vedran's going to look to the outside. The Aston Martin of Apex Finley on the soft tyres, looking to the inside there. The inside of the Red Bull is going to get better traction out of turn 3, and does, and moves himself up into 3rd place. And he needs to go aggressive, and he wants his teammate in Big Weir trying to help him out as well and get past the Red Bull behind. It looks like there's the Alpha Tauri in the background of Sibiru, and the Haas of Crossfire Strikes going on the inside of Darth of Vader, shall I say, as he now looks on the inside of Crossfire Strikes. And almost a bit of contact between the two of them. Goes really, really wide, Crossfire Strikes, but gets up into 8th place. A much cleaner first lap from these guys here, as Robin is now trying to get involved with some overtakes, as Tay Pasta is looking for a move on Darth Vader ahead of him, as we see the Mercedes in the background of Brooke going really, really wide there as we now go on to lap 2, Lee. Very aggressive, but very clean first lap there.
Yeah, I was watching a bit of Tay Pasta.
Saying that, commentator's curse. Commentator's curse, and Amaguna is now down at the back. I'm not sure if he's got any wing damage. I don't think so. Maybe he just had a mistake, Lee.
I'm not sure.
Crossfires on the inside there of Sibiru, and Tay Pasta has moved himself up a position as we've got drivers into the background, getting positions on other drivers. The 2 Alfa Romeos are trying to get the Mercedes ahead of them, and Brooke is still trying to hold on as they run through turn 5. and into turn 6, and she keeps 12th place at the moment. So back to the front once again. As of the sprint, the top 5 are within a second of each other. Crossfires has gained 5 places, Lee, in 2 laps as DRS is now enabled.
Now, this is where we're going to probably see some good overtakes. But, seen Tay Pastor, he has gained 7 positions now in the race. In what, 2 laps? So, and Crossfires is up 5 as well. But these front 3 here, well, Vedran is just within DRS range. See, Brooks just got a 3-second time penalty there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to look on the inside of Trunders here as they go side by side through turn 4. Soft versus medium. Soft for the Mercedes, as there's a bit of wheel banging between the two of them. A love tap there between the Alpha and the Mercedes, and the Alpha just gets through into 12th place.
Oh, and Trunders has spun it.
Oh, and he's just reversing onto the circuit. Don't do it too much, buddy, as that might cause some problems. Amir Guga has now moved up a position and trying to close the gap on the pack ahead.
I think he's safe. Yep, you can continue on. He never got any damage, so
2 tenths separate the top 2 here. Lee Stills goes to the outside as Fernando Alonso always does.
Oh!
Goes
and
past.
Apex nearly went right into the back of Veloce there.
And James and Brooke are jostling for position now as they go through turn 3. James gets much better traction as Robin goes past. Darth Vader goes past Robin, should I say, as Big Weir is very close to Vedran Lee. In the top 5 are keeping each other very honest at the moment. As Jason has made a mistake and is rounding into the wall, lost his front wing for good measure.
Oh. And he was on the mediums as well, and he's having to wait for
everyone. Yeah, he can go now.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He's going to be kicking himself for that one. So now the top 4, but Crossfire is just about to get in that as well, and maybe Civi as well, Lee. And in turn, Tay Pastor as well, so we might have 7 at the front at the moment. In a moment, as Apex, as Kem tries to come from another postcode, Lee, to get the move on Darth Vader there around the outside of turn 3, as he's now going to try and go around the outside at turn 4. And takes a very wide line, gives his rival perhaps too much space. Now it's James and Cam, and of course in the sprint, these two came together as Luke say Germany now goes up on James. James gets on the gravel and now loses a position to the Saab Pancake. This really doesn't seem like James's circuit, Lee. You there, Lee?
Sorry, I'll be back in a minute.
No worries. As we see Crossfire strikes going on the outside, has a touch there with Vedran. There's a retirement there for Brooke, and that might cause a VSC or a safety car. Hasn't just yet, as Crossfire strikes, moves himself up into 4th place, but Vedran got the DRS back and goes round the outside at turn 4. Bit of contact between the two of them. We see the helicopter Cam and moves himself up into 4th place. Just looking at the top 3 at the moment. Going through turn 9 and 10. And now up the hill towards turn 3. for the 7th time today in crossfires is trying to get that position back on Vedran. They're jostling for 4th place as he maybe looks at the inside, no, thinks better of it, but does have a bit of contact with him on the apex of turn 3. The top 3, sorry, are all very close together at the moment. As Apex really needs to get past because he's on the soft tyres at the moment. He needs to go for the more aggressive strategy.
Right, and I'm back here as we're seeing Veloci is right on the tailcoats of Stenos here. He's got the DRS wide open. Is he going to go for a 3-second time penalty for crossfire strikes here? Now Apex is going to need... Oh, he's getting right close there to the diffuser of Stenos there. DRS is open again. Is he going to go for a move into turn 4 or is he going to wait it out? I think he's just going to have to wait it out.
Oh, and contact again. Yeah. As crossfires goes on the inside of Vedran. Turn 4, Te Pasta. Goes up the inside of Sibiru at turn 4 as well. It's parallels. As Luke say, Germany is in 8th place. There's a yellow flag. Sad Pancake, is that? No, it's not. It might be Vedran. It is Vedran who's on the infield at turn 6. And now Chemjaz goes past, as well as Darth Vader.
Sorry, I'm watching this battle with Sad Pancake and Azure. They were just side by side there at turn 6, but I think Azure might be coming back to get him. Just going to have to wait. I think he's going to possibly go for it. Going down the start-finish straight. Yeah, you might be able to go for it now. DRS is open, they're side by side into the braking zone for turn 1. And he gets it done, but is Sad Pancake going to come back at him? Oh no, he doesn't get the DRS, but he's got the slipstream.
Neither of them do. There's contact between the two of them as Vedran is lost the position to Amir Guna. The other Ferrari, though, of the Sad Pancake, takes back that 13th place, Lee's favourite number, and moves himself up a position there. Great battle between the two of them. Top 3, Lee, still have not got rid of each other.
I mean, that's a bit of a problem with this track, to be honest. It's once you fall out that 1 second range, it's difficult to get back. With it being, it's like a DRS train.
Yeah, we're seeing it with crossfires. Seeing it with crossfires, aren't we, at the moment? He certainly has the pace to be with them, but he just can't close the gap up whatsoever.
Just noticed there, Te Pasta and Lucas.
Veloce's going to go for it this time, Lee. Sorry. As he goes up the inside at turn 3, moves himself up into the lead. And who got the DRS?
Stenos.
Yeah, Stenos.
Yep, he's going to come back at him down the inside of turn 4 here.
No, he's going to try and hold it on round the outside. No, they're going to carry on. It's side by side all the way through turn 5, and now Stenos takes back first place at turn 6.
Now that is what Apex needs. Them two to keep battling. That'll allow him to catch up. Oh, he's got to be careful of that, not to take too much curb there. That was a close one. You've got to watch for getting all these warnings.
Yellow flag. Sibi, I think. As Chemjaz gets himself a 3-second time penalty.
No idea how Apex isn't managing to keep past them yet, with having extra traction there, but...
Is Veloce gonna try it this time, Lee, at turn 4? Is he gonna go to the inside? Stenos isn't gonna let him. He's gonna have to go the long way round, and does go the long way round. That DRS is so powerful. And these three, and of course, surprisingly how Crossfires is just dropping off with these three, or say the top 2 at the moment actually, are are fighting for position.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a tough one really, but he could just be taking it easy a wee bit. Maybe wanting to try and stretch them out a little and go to the mediums a bit later. Either that, or it could be a wee bit, could be a way to start raining at one point.
Yeah, it could do. It's got very
It's quite
cloud.
misty.
It's very misty, isn't it? It's definitely supposedly some water in the air. So we'll see what happens in the coming laps. We're on lap 12 now, as the Sour Pancake is in the pits onto a fresh set of soft tyres. Now that might be tellingly a fresh set of soft tyres at lap 12. Does that mean the rain's coming? Because if the rain's coming in 10 minutes, you might as well go on the softs. You're going to have to pit.
Maybe. I mean, it's a tough one. You never know. I mean, there's Jason and James both went on the soft tyres, so it could be by lap 20. It could be raining. Could have a wet end to the race.
We'll have to wait and see. Always Veloce has made a mistake through turn 1, and now he's going to lose the place to Stinos for sure. But of course, he will get the DRS back again towards turn 3. As Teddy Pasta gets himself a 3-second time penalty. And Apex is now got a little bit closer this time. That's it. It looks like Veloce just waits, which I'm very surprised about actually, that he's not trying to take the place back, but there you go. He's is having a race of his own at the moment. He's out and into the wall and made a big mistake at turn 4 and he's out of the Grand Prix. Safety car deployed.
Oh no, this is let's see, what's everybody going to do? It appears that Stinos is staying out. And Veloce. Apex is in. Paster's going in. Oh, nearly into the wall.
So a lot of drivers staying out.
All the mediums are staying out, yeah. Except from Chemjazz, he's pitting. Armagunar pitting, Darth Vader pitting, Azure in the pits, Trunder's coming in. Civi is in. I don't expect Sad Pancake to be coming in, he'll be staying out. He'll be gaining quite a few places.
James is in, Big Weir is in. Crossfire Strikes has left the session after his retirement. Spectacular crash at turn 4 of his own making. So a lot of drivers have opted to stay out. Now it's going to be telling you if there's rain coming. Butley, it suddenly got very, very bright.
Yeah. So maybe they're expecting another safety car. I don't know. Quite possibly.
We'll have to wait and see. We're going to have another lap of this, Lee, for sure. As we now run up for turn 4.
Ooh.
Tay Pasta in the pits. So where's that going to bring him out? Probably in 13th place. At least it's brought people like Big Weir and James back into the race. Now Jason's gone on the medium tyres, Lee. Can the mediums do 17 laps from here? What do you think?
17?
Yeah.
20?
Oh yeah, 20, sorry. I don't know where I got 17 from there. It's been a long day.
I would say yeah, they could, but they'll be ready to fall off the cliff. If not, they would be already off it. But it's a tough call, to be honest. I've seen a few people on the hards like Azure Wings and Civi, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. And they're going to be not getting the best attraction, to be honest. But we've seen Tay Pastor making sure his tyres are right roasty toasty for the start of this Grand Prix again. The restart, sorry. Ooh, getting close to the back of the third there.
Yeah.
Now, we'll get back to the front here and see how this is going to start.
Well, the Red Bulls are looking pretty good as well, Lee, with being 4th and 5th at the moment, getting some good points at the moment. Obviously a long, long way to go. And Stinos is going to get this race back underway and does already. Goes nice and early there. Maybe catches a few drivers off guard. Doesn't really want to give drivers too much of a tow down the start-finish straights. Opted to go a little early. And of course, we won't have DRS for a few laps. We're going to see Apex go on the inside here of Vedran. Takes a lot of apex there. Wonder if it's Vedran is now out and into the wall. I'm not sure if there was contact between the two of them, but he definitely made a mistake. There won't be a safety car as we've just ended one now, and will still stay underway as Trunders gets past Azure F1 Wings, and Tay Pastor gets involved in an instant there. Big Weir now moves himself up a couple of positions. As James now falls down to last place.
I think he got a legal overtake there. Ooh, Stinos.
Yeah, gets himself a 3-second time penalty. We'll have a look at the penalties quickly.
We've seen Robins lagging a little, just not much though.
I think Trunders is going into the pit lane. Caught Big Weir off guard, but of course, yeah, driver going into the pit lane, he has right of way to the apex there. As we see Lucas and Apex changing positions there in Apex's favour as we go up to turn 3.
Is going for the move on the inside, the turn 4 on Robin.
Bit of contact.
No,
yeah, and now Amiaguna is going to try and gain the position on Robin, which formerly was owned by Kem and now moves up into 6th place. Kem is in 5th place, and we're seeing James and Azure there, with James moving up into 12th place.
Yeah, staying out on them mediums wasn't a good call for them. The medium runners stayed out, unfortunately. It's not really paying off for a lot of them. I mean, Lucas has lost a wee bit, and Robin has went down quite a bit as well. With DRS now enabled, this is going to assist him even more. So let's see how Apex is going to do now that he's got the fresher tyres.
We'll have to see. Butley, looks like there's going to be a 3-way fight into turn 3. Potentially Darth Vader goes on the outside at turn 3 for that 7th place. Robin tries to hold on to position, but now Amiaguna, Sour Pancake, is going to try and go past Robin this time at turn 4. Softs versus mediums there. Softs are looking pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, I think Sad Pancake there was being a bit too nice there, to be honest. He was giving a bit too much space. But
there's a Red Bull that's out and round into the wall.
That was Robin, funnily enough. And it seems like the mediums aren't really paying off.
As we now go back to green.
So
we've got a 6-car train DRSing each other here, Up to turn 3. Kemjaz is having a very, very good race in the Williams. He's looking really up for it, Lee. So we see him come out of turn 3 and down the hill towards turn 4. Yellow flag again there with
McGuinness going for a move on Kemjaz into turn 4 on the inside. Is he going to make it stick? Oh, a little bit of contact there. But everything is fine. Tape Astor is out.
Yeah, you've tied in the pit lane.
That's unfortunate. He was doing a good race too. Oh, we've seen Apex is right on the coattails of Veloce and Stinlos here. He's been a bit vigilant though. Not getting on the brakes too late. I think I know what's happening here. I think with him following in the dirty air of the cars ahead, his engine is heating up a bit too much, so he's not getting full power. As you see, Veloce and Apex are, well, Veloce's made the move stick. And Apex has got past Stinos also. Apex is going for a move on the inside.
Oh, he gets onto the grass, and now they go into turn 4, and the three of them, and now the gloves are off as Apex was trying to get the move on Veloce, but he got squeezed ever so tightly towards the grass and the wall there. Stinos is now on the inside at turn 6, and looks like he's up to the position, but not for long, as Apex is still trying to fight it out round the outside. A bit of contact between the two of them, and Apex moves himself up for the time being as we come towards turn 9. And keeps that second place. Season 2 champ.
Armagunner and Lucas are around.
Oh, they're both around there and just missed a few drivers getting back onto the circuit. And they're going to get themselves a couple of penalties to their name, Lees. They both entered the pit lane incorrectly. As we see Apex Finley now move up into the lead. The Season 2 champ leads the Austrian Grand Prix as he dives into turn 3.
And Kemjaz is up to 4th place now.
Yeah, this is very, very good from the Williams driver. Could be his best performance all season as we're in round 8 now.
I just realised we've got an Alpine in 3rd and 5th right now.
Oh, is this another driver around? Stinos is round.
Alpine. Just shut up, Lee. Just shut up, eh?
Our plan was not working for the Alpine team in Austria. As he now drops down to 10th place. And now the championship leader is low on points, but his main rival is out of the race. Apex is looking pretty good in 1st place at the moment, especially with Veloce getting that 3-second time penalty. James getting himself a 3-second time penalty. I was going to say, Lee, which I haven't actually said, before. It's been really nice actually seeing all the yellow and blue helmets today. Most of the grid are wearing them, which is really, really lovely to see. Stinos comes out of the pits, of course, in his yellow and blue helmet. It's quite hard to see the difference in the drivers at the moment. They're all wearing pretty much the same helmet.
Yeah, I have noticed it quite a bit.
And Stinos moves up to 11th place. We've got some serious work to do. He's going to be hoping and praying for a safety car. As Trunders is lost a position there, and Stinos is down in 12th now, so it looks like he lost the position to Amir Guna. Sorry that we just missed that. The top 2 though, Lee, is still separated by half a second or near enough as we come into turn 3. And Lee, we're already on lap 23. This race has certainly gone very quickly.
Oh yeah, what was you see, Armagunner's into the pits again. But it looks like Darth Vader is on the coattails of Kemjaz. And I'm expecting him to go for a move, possibly into like the start-finish straight, possibly.
Zami Aguna has left the session, but he didn't retire from the session, so you might want to give him a message to join back.
Oh no.
Please, if that's okay, we'll get him back in the session to retire correctly as the leaders start lap 24 of 36. And Big Weir is now moved up to 5th place. He's had a great comeback drive since that mistake at turn 8 towards the start of the race, as the Sour Pancake is now just leaving the pit lane. Unfortunately, I'm not getting the pit lane graphic come up for some reason. As he just comes out of the pit lane. And you can see Jeremy's just coming through into turn 1. Chem Jazz is now in 3rd place, Lee. He's on the rostrum as it stands.
Yeah, I've been watching for a couple of laps. He's been up there for a while since Amaguna and Stinos had their unfortunate circumstance happen. And this is allowed Big Weir to actually get back up into 5th now with the safety car and everything that's happened.
Darth Vader as well, he's been having a very good race.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like he was about to go for a move, but he kind of messed up on the traction, unfortunately.
He is going to go for it this time, though, as he goes on the inside at turn 4. And I don't think Cam was expecting that. He's trying to hold it round the outside at turn 4, but Darth Vader moves up to 3rd place. There's been a lot of treachery at turn 8 today, Lee. As we see Chemjaz now dive into the pit lane. And where's that going to bring him out? He's in about 9th or something like that.
About that, yeah.
We'll have to see. So there was ghosting on the pit lane there. We shouldn't have that setting on, so that was a little mistake. Apology for that as Kem comes out of the pit lane. There's the Sour Pancake coming through turn 1. Yeah, just slots himself into 9th place, and Sour Pancake not too far ahead of him. We're going to have a look at the age of some of these tyres. Kem has gone onto the soft, so we might see Kem make up a lot of ground here, Lee, as well as Veloce actually. Veloce is going to be an interesting fight back for him. I think the drivers in the top 4 are going to try and go to the end, Lee, as James is round at turn 8 and almost in the way. The yellow flags are out. He's going to have to get himself back underway again. Does. Looks like he keeps himself just out of trouble there. He was nice, he was quick there, Lee, but he got himself out of trouble quickly and safely.
Oh, just seen a collision there. James spun and Sad Pancake went and bounced right into him there.
So Chemjaz has now moved himself up to 7th place. Big Weir is now in 2nd. This is Aston Martin's 1st and 2nd.
Oh, jeez.
And as I said, I don't think the top 3. Would you pit now, Lee, in the position that you're in? Would you just not try and go for it to the end?
2 seconds. I would say it is worth it. I would say it is worth it to just stay out. Because, I mean, he's got like, what, 10 seconds to the next soft runner. big weir, I mean.
Yeah, yellow
So-
flags again. That is Chem Jazz. And everyone is losing it at turn 8 today. Someone come along and pour a bit of oil over that part of the track.
People going for too much straight line speed, unfortunately. You end up losing it in the middle sector. It's just one of these things. Either that or it's just some people just being a bit aggressive on the throttle. I mean, guilty of it myself.
Few drivers in the pit lane now. Stinos is in the pit, so the championship leader may not score any points today, Lee, which will close the gap up massively as he has got himself a nice margin at the moment.
He has got the fastest lap at the moment with a 105.596. As you see, Apex has, I think, has he lapped him?
As that,
A safety car? No. Well, it just
no.
appeared that Apex slowed right down there.
If I'm honest, I think he's letting his fellow admins try and get a bit of a gap so they can not be lapped. I think he's being a bit gentlemanly.
Plus as well, this will help if he slows down enough, he'll be able to help his fellow teammate out,
Yeah.
and then they two could work together.
Now, keeping a close eye on Veloce, Lee, he's still got quite a lot of time to make up, and a couple of drivers, as well as Big Weir. It depends if Apex keeps his gap, because I'm sure Jason will try and hold him up as much as possible.
Also, he has got a 3-second time penalty.
He has that as
same
well,
with
yeah.
Darth Vader as well.
So maybe the drivers who went on to the mediums, they've got to... We don't know what their tyre situation is. We're with Veloce Ayub at the moment. He's trying to hunt down the lead, and Civi is just ahead of him at the moment. Is he going to hold up Veloce? Is he going to go defensive? No, he stays on the racing line, but he is going to get the DRS back down towards turn 4. That's a little Joe trick, that is, but maybe he's not going to have enough juice to get back into 4th place. So there's one for Veloce, but still has a lot of time to make up. We'll see what the time is from the lead. So he's still got 10 seconds to make up, Lee. So he's got to do around, what, 1.7 seconds a lap to have a chance on the last lap and overtake 2 cars.
He's got to do quite a bit, I'm just going to say that anyway. I mean, well, he's got what, 3.7 seconds to Darth Vader to get onto the podium. You can see him just up ahead in front going into turn 3. Roughly he's got about 10 seconds he needs to pull in order to get 2nd place at least. That's including his 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, it's 9 seconds for these. Now we'll keep the leader timing screen up just to see it coming down. It will come down, but will it come down enough? Stinos takes the fastest lap away from Veloce Ayub. He is in 11th, so he won't get that point unless he gains the position on the Sour Pancake, which is he's quite a few seconds ahead of him. The field has really spread out now, Lee, and now it's one of these exciting waiting games. If Veloce can gain enough time on the 2 drivers ahead of him and then have a chance on Apex Finley, but I have my doubts. I just don't think there's enough laps left or enough grip in the tyres.
No, I mean, I don't think so, to be honest. I think the Aston Martins are going to be able to do it. I think the best Ayub's going to be able to do is 3rd place.
Yeah, but he's just in sight now of Vader. This is going to get very interesting. I do love these ends to races with the hunt down. When the driver is on the hunt.
Oh yeah. Oh, does he stun us with another 3-second time penalty?
But as you said, Veloccio's also got a 3-second time penalty, so he also needs to gain 3 seconds on both Astons.
Yeah.
He comes around turn 10 and onto the final DRS zone of the lap as we cross the start finish line. He's not going to go for it at turn 1. Just tries to unsettle Darth Vader as we now run up the hill towards turn 3. Darth Vader's going to stay on the outside, doesn't fight it, which I'm quite surprised about. Veloce goes a little deep there, Lee, by the looks of things, and Darth Vader hasn't got enough to fight back, and that's exactly what Jason would have wanted, is for him to fight back. He's got 3 seconds to gain on Big Rear in 3 laps. And 6 seconds to the leader. He's not going to get the win. As we see, Trunders has made a mistake.
Oh, Darth Vader! Turn 8 there. And, yep, he's...
Safety car deployed!
Oh! Safety car? That's odd. Nobody's crashed, have they?
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, everyone who's just watching this back as a pre-record. I'm really sorry this couldn't be live. But this is an end of a race, Lee. This is going to be a 1-lap race, or it's going to end this lap. But the problem with it ending this lap, Lee, it's not going to end this lap. It's going to be a 1-lap race. It's going to be a 1-lap race, Lee. Excited. Apex comes into the pits as well as Big Weir. As well as Veloce. No, he doesn't. But he's going to get a penalty. Lee. Are you there? We're going to have 1 lap left in this race. Unfortunately, Camjart and James have been lapped. They're going to have to get out of the way and let everyone through on this last lap. But it depends how many people are we going to get in this last lap race, because the safety car is in this lap. We may get all the way to 8th place for the final lap, but we have got 2 lap cars in the mix as well. But I'm pretty sure they will get right out of the way.
I mean, if we went...
Where have you been? Where have you been, Lee?
Spoiler later. But if they were to go off track for 2 seconds, then we'd be able to let them pass, but hey, it's just unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, they're making sure to stay right with him. As he's gone now already.
This is
such a big issue, this now, because the 2 back markers have now just got in the way. They need to get out of the way now. But Apex just needs to stay within 3 seconds, as well as Big Weir. as we run up the hill now. I think James might give Big Weir a little bit of slipstream here, as Apex is climbing up the hill towards turn 3. It's a shame that the back markers can't unlap themselves, it really is. And we're just going to watch Jason as well try and get within that 3-second margin of Veloce Ayub on this last lap. They are going to have to give it absolutely everything. Apex is most certainly within that 3-second margin, Lee, as he's now closing in on the back marker at Chemjazz. And Veloce is now running through turn 7, turn 8. I was hoping for a bit of wheel-to-wheel action in the last lap, but it looks like it's going to come all down to timings as James gets himself another. He gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags this time around. As we come through the final corner, Veloce is going to take the checkered flag, but isn't going to win as Apex Finley takes the fastest lap.
1-2.
On the final lap. It's a 1-2 for the Aston Martins in Austria.
Wow.
They are going to be very, very happy with that indeed. That was a really, really good Austrian Grand Prix, Lee.
43 thousandths of a second. That's how much Jason got second place.
Wow, fair play. Veloce did try. He had the help of the back markers.
He did.
But it's an Aston Martin 1-2. The Englishman and the Northern Irishman. The Englishman taking the top step as we'll just run through the grid. So, Apex Finley takes the win with the Aston Martin duo of Big Weir as well, taking second place. Veloce Ayub was third, Sibiru was fourth, fifth was Lucas Germany, Darth Vader was sixth, seventh was Robin, Azure F-Wings is eighth, ninth is Stinos, the Sour Pancake is 10th, 11th was Trunders, Chemjazz and James were both lapped and finished consecutively last. Amir Guna is 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th and 18th, as well as 14th. All did not finish this Grand Prix. So I hope you enjoyed this pre-recorded video. Unfortunately, we can give you a live stream. We will do next week. Make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all your support. Tomorrow night, as you said, we'll be in Melbourne for the Australian Grand Prix that replaces the cancelled Russian Grand Prix. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight, Lee. Obviously, we'll be in Australia tomorrow night with, of course, Kem seeing that one out. And just one more quick one before we go, just to talk about Thursday. We're at Imola this Thursday, Lee, and it's a reverse grid for Imola.
Ooh,
interesting. And I really don't get on with Acqua Minerale, the middle sector, that chicane going uphill. I hate it. Anyway, thanks for watching. So yeah, so tomorrow Australian Grand Prix with Kem, and then Broomhandle on Thursday for the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola, of course the other track in Italy. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for everyone for wearing your blue and yellow Ukrainian helmets. Obviously we're all thinking about everyone over there, and hopefully people like Yo-Yo, who is not driving with us anymore, who is a Ukrainian and is having a hard time. So just a shout out to him and his family. Hope they're all doing all right over there. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday's Limitless 2 for the Australian Grand Prix.